When I said in the video that I posted earlier this morning that you Mexican brothers and sisters need to be correcting the problematic people in your community, instead of getting down in my comment section and being upset that I'm offended by what your Mexican brothers had to say on that podcast, why don't you correct them? They're a reflection on you, right? And yet some of you still got down in the comments of that video, still trying to gaslight us. But this one individual understood the assignment. Now, I don't know if he saw my video, but it's clear that he's clear that those podcasters, what they said was problematic. And he understands why black people are offended and upset.
So it's been brought to my attention that a lot of people in the black community feel disrespected after seeing what this guy named L.A. Fricon from the food community said about Kendrick Lamar not having Mexican representation on stage on his live performance of Kin and Friends, and by him complaining about not having Mexican representation on stage, and then also not knowing what Juneteenth was whenever the co-host brought it up, saying that could it have been because of Juneteenth why there wasn't no Mexican representation. For him not to know what that day is and then to go on and try to give detail, not even knowing and saying the wrong information about it, he just made it even worse and made it look more disrespectful. Now I'm gonna say this for myself. As a person of Mexican descent, the firstborn American son on my dad's side of the family, all of us are not like that. All of us are not ignorant like that. Coming from Texas, I know what Juneteenth is. I understand how important it is. So whenever I seen what Kendrick did and all the people he had perform, I understood where it was coming from. I didn't take no offense, and I know for a fact that majority of us didn't take no offense to that. That dumb fuck right there didn't take the time to actually even watch the show. He didn't go back and watch it. He didn't take no notes. He didn't do none of that. He was just looking for something to complain about that he knew would get people to talk about it all on the internet. This isn't the first time this dumb fuck says some shit like this. If you actually go and watch this episode, they're all over the place to where it's hard to even stay concentrated on this bullshit. I honestly don't understand why people even listen or watch this fucking idiot. All day today, as I got on social media, all I kept seeing was different people put all of us Mexicans, Hispanics, Latinos, whatever you want to consider us, in one box and pretty much say fuck us over some bullshit being said by somebody with bad information and no facts. So even if Kendrick Lamar didn't have Mexican representation performing on that stage like O'Jeezy, I wouldn't feel no type of way about it. And I know majority of the people wouldn't feel no way about it because we understand that Kendrick Lamar is going to put whoever he wants to put on that stage. We should not feel entitled by none of that. If Kendrick had decided that he didn't want nobody on that stage except his people, everybody would still be cool with it. I didn't see nobody saying how come no Mexicans were performing, how come no white people were performing. All I was seeing in the live chats and in the comments was everybody saying good things and how excited they were to see this happen. And right now, a lot of the people that are Mexican that are in Cali are talking shit to them because everybody knows that right now in Cali, you still had everybody separated from each other. So it was hard for them to build the unity that they've been trying to build over these past years. And then to have one person say some bullshit, it's just making a big problem. So I just say all of that to say, to anybody that's mad in the black community, I completely understand whenever you seen this fucking idiot saying the bullshit he was saying. I completely understand. But don't let that fucking idiot or the other people with him get you pissed off enough to where you say fuck all of us.
This is what we need, the black community. We don't need you all getting down in our comment section, trying to gaslight us, trying to tone police us, trying to tell us about people dividing us. Don't let this divide us. No, we don't need you to tell us that. What we need you to do is to hold your problematic people accountable. And if you're not doing that, we don't need to hear anything else from you. And that's on period.